Oh, sorry. Hi, this is Bunny Zeller with Animal Care Society.
And I'm Mindy Swinney.
And this is Bentley and Dizzy.
There they are, the men of the hour. Is Dizzy? No, Dizzy's a girl.
And Dizzy's a puppy.
Bentley is not a girl. He's a very tough guy.
Oh, he's needy.
And he loves men.
I won't comment. No offense to the three gentlemen in the room. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, we are so glad to be up here at Props Barber Shop. Jeff, who's the guy in the corner, give him a wave there, Jeff.
Hello.
Jeff owns this wonderful establishment right here across from the Champagne area. Well, we'll be going at 5 o'clock. Derrick is working very industriously on a young man who just walked in to get his hair cut. And so, let me just show you. Heck. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see. Look at that guy. There's Derrick.
So give him a wave.
What's your name, sir?
John Harden.
John, are you a frequent customer?
I am.
Awesome. We like to hear that. That's perfect. And there's Jeff back in the corner. So what we are here today for, obviously, is to get in out of the rain and the heat. But we're also here because Animal Care Society has a wonderful event coming up that I love to be a part of. It's coming up in September. It's called Bark in the Park. Not to be confused with another thing that was promoted last night, which wasn't our Bark in the Park, but it was something else, and it shouldn't have been called Bark in the Park.
And soon not to be called that.
Soon not to be called Bark in the Park, but you know, it's okay because the real one comes up in September, and it's a lot of fun because we get to go out to Seneca Park, and we have all kinds of vendors and all kinds of festivities. It starts with a walk run, the Wolf Walk, and you tell me more about it. Here I am talking about your event like I should know something about
Well, I think so. Since you usually MC it, you could probably talk about it better than I can. Yes, we do have the Wolf Walk. That is actually what raises the most funds for us. It's $25 again this year. It is our 15th year, and we have not changed the price of this event.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes, it's $25 before the day of. If it is the day of you want to register, it is $30. You do get a t-shirt and some goodies in a bag. And you are helping to support animals like the ones we have on our laps right now.
Like Needy Bentley.
Yes, Needy Bentley.
Kisses, and Dizzy is over there kissing Mindy like there's no tomorrow. What do you think she is, like a little lab mix or something?
They thought the mom is, we think, is pointer.
Pointer. Oh,
they look
my
very.
God.
They don't look like mother at all, to be honest with you. So, Daddy, you know, she hasn't confessed.
She was a bit of a lady of the night. Is that what you're suggesting?
Probably.
There was more than one daddy, possibly.
Probably.
You are so precious. When she was in her crate, her little tail was just thumping. I think
There was 9 of them, too.
9? 9 of them?
Yes.
Born at Animal Care.
I don't know how you could get any cuter than Dizzy.
And we didn't know she was pregnant.
Oh, even better.
Till she showed us.
Let's take in a dog, and she's going to have 9 babies the next day.
Just
Fantastic. That's one of the things that they do so well at Animal Care Society. They just go with the flow.
Yep.
They jump into, commission. Now look see how cute we are right
Aww.
there? See the barber shop in the background?
Yeah.
You can see the client's legs right there. Let me move it. Here, let me move it around just so you guys can see a little tiny bit. Whoa! I just killed myself right there. Okay, let's see. It's okay, Dizzy.
No, that's Bentley.
No, Bentley.
Sorry about
Bentley,
that.
honey.
Its little eyes out.
It's
I think Dizzy wants to comfort him.
And Bentley's going, not on your life.
Oh my God, they are so freaking cute. It's not even funny.
It's
So,
okay, Bentley.
let's see if I can get my microphone back on without deafening everybody. That's going to be the hard part because whenever you touch a microphone, you automatically break the clip.
Oh, great.
Like I just did.
Yep.
You know, these are wonderful microphones, and the only problem with them is they break constantly. And I'm just going to have to do this, so we'll just play with it this way. Okay, so why are you crying? What? Why are you crying? Tell me about it. Can you tell me why you're crying?
You have about 30 minutes.
He's having a trauma, Mommy.
I know.
What's the trauma? Why are you so scared?
Say, well, I've
Tell
never
me-
been here.
Tell me about his little personality.
Well, I mean, he's, we've got him as a rat terrier, but I do believe there's Chihuahua in him because we're shaking like a leaf right now, which is typical.
He is.
Typical Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And Chihuahuas are pretty can be vocal like this sometimes.
Sure.
Not so much, some people think Chihuahuas are real barkers. I've had like 5. I think only 2 barked.
You've had 5 Chihuahuas in your life?
Yeah, at least, yes.
At least? Is that your dog of choice?
No.
But then again, Bunny is the head of the Animal Care Society. So when that last Chihuahua came in, we all know what was happening. She was pregnant with 9 Chihuahua puppies. So tell me a little bit about Bentley and where he came from and how he, oh, look, you've got another client. This is awesome. I love it. We've got people pouring in to see Take It From Tara live on location. No, come on in. At Props Barber Shop. This is the best kind of day. It's raining, it's nasty, and all the guys gather at the barber shop to chat, have fun, and see the free puppies. Did you know that you could adopt a puppy today with your haircut, sir? What is the adoption cost on Dizzy, for instance?
Probably 200, but don't hold me to it.
Okay.
Actually, Dizzy's a really good story because Dizzy just went out and got adopted on Saturday.
Wow.
And was back on Sunday.
No.
And I'll tell you why.
What happened?
I'd love to spill this. Well, we've been doing this for 20-some years. And unfortunately, when people come in, they know what they want. They've decided they want it, and no matter what you tell them, they don't want to listen.
It doesn't matter.
And, a lot of times, first-time pet owners, they'll say, well, we grew up with dogs. And we'll say, sure, but were you responsible for them?
We grew up with Great Danes.
And
now we live on a giant ranch that they can run on. Well, Great Danes are actually couch potatoes, so they don't need 400 acres like the Ponderosa. Okay, so anyway.
So, so they came in and they lived in an apartment. They lived on the 2nd floor, which typically we don't do. I'm kind of surprised we did this. And first-time pet owners that they've had on their own and responsible for it. We told them that it's okay, baby cakes.
Poor baby.
We told. Am I talking too much
That's
for you?
What it is. That's what it is.
We told them that it was a puppy that was born at Animal Care. That the puppy has only known us. Has only known the environment that we've supplied for the dog, which is, flat surfaces, no stairs,
right.
Nothing. And that, if you're on the 2nd floor, the dog will have to learn to use the stairs.
Of course. And it's a puppy.
Right.
How could it possibly know?
Right. And so I guess they didn't listen, thought that they knew what they were doing, and ended up calling and bringing the dog back the next day, and they said, well, the dog won't go down the stairs.
Shockingly.
We're like, well, we kind of indicated that. And what really got me is they said that the people said, and we're going back to work Monday. We don't have anybody to watch the puppy.
I'm speechless. What can I say?
I'm like,
I'm
okay.
speechless.
So
Bentley, your little sister there, came back to visit the Animal Care Society once again. Okay, so Bunny, now, in retrospect, what do you tell these people? Somebody comes in, wants to adopt Dizzy. What are you going to tell them?
Well, it's not going to a 2nd floor apartment.
Good point.
That is for sure.
Good point.
Usually when something like this has occurred, thank you. I don't know, maybe he doesn't like me talking.
Got it.
When something like this has occurred, like we've had people that have owner-surrendered animals to us that didn't have a fenced-in yard. And not that, we like fenced-in yards because it's convenient for people, but we also don't want them to treat it like, the animal's yard art either, and it stays out there all the time. But we do know that people are busy, and when they're trying to get ready for work and the dog needs to go potty, it's simpler to put them out in the yard to do their business while they're finishing up their makeup. and then bring them in.
Right.
Because if you don't have that, then that means you've got to get up 30 minutes earlier to get yourself ready, to get your dog walked, to get it back in the house. You know, it requires a little bit of planning and thought on people's parts when they don't have the conveniences, such as
owning a dog requires a little bit of planning and
well,
thought.
obviously, Dizzy's family didn't think that through. But anyway,
Bentley.
so if someone owner surrenders us and says the reason they owner surrendered it was because they felt the dog needed a fenced-in yard, and that's why they're giving it up, then that dog will go to some type of fenced-in yard.
Yeah,
we won't put it in the same position it was before. Because we want it to be a forever home.
Yeah, you don't want a forever home for a week.
Right.
Or a weekend.
Right.
You want a forever home or a day.
For a day, yeah.
Well, you know, I know some of the best dogs are the bounces, the ones that go and come and go and come, and then finally someone with a brain comes and adopts the dog, and then you know exactly what it is that you're getting into. What I'm more than anything concerned about right now is the fact that he seems to want to get down, but I don't want to put him down because I don't want him to, bother you.
Well, he can go down.
Okay.
I'm wondering if he has to go to the restroom. It's the only thing I was a little bit
Well, I'll
concerned
tell you what
about.
I'll do. I will give him to you and take your microphone off of you, and Mindy and I will sit here and chat for a minute.
Okay.
Here, let me get that for you. Here we go. Mindy?
Yes.
You're going to have to talk, babe. Talk. While Bunny goes and she does her thing, and you and I will chat about Dizzy, and particularly Dizzy, because Dizzy is a little bit dizzy right now. She's a squirmy puppy. How many weeks is she?
She was born on February the 24th.
Born on February the 24th. My goodness. She's still a big baby.
Yes, she is.
I'm going to hope that this mic is hanging on for the best, because I have absolutely no tape and I'm ready to kick myself for not bringing it. So tell me what to expect with this puppy as she gets older. And she doesn't like thunder, obviously, because she just about turned inside out trying to get a hold of you. Look at her. She's trying to talk to you. She's
like,
saying,
help.
Aunt Mindy, I don't
on,
like
you
the
gotta quit.
thunder.
Dizzy's mom, Dizzy is a girl. Her mom is about 35, 40 pounds, kind of a small pointer. She is just a love bug. I mean, total love bug, a hugger. She just comes over and just wants to, put her arms around your neck and love you and hug you. And I have a feeling that yes, Dizzy is going to be just the same way as her mother. She's just so lovable. Without not knowing what her dad is, you can't say for sure how big she would be. But she's already 4 months.
Guys, do you need a dog?
No,
You have a dog? Are you thinking about it, really?
it's really adorable.
She really is cute. I love that.
Yeah.
There was 9, and there's only the 2 left. Dizzy,
There were 9 and there's 2 left. So where's the sibling?
Suzanne, we left back at the shelter.
Okay, so Suzanne is how much like Dizzy? Similarly, if this
very.
hair cutter and this client wanted to get the same type of dog, just so they'd have something to talk about when they get their hair cut, they might get siblings. Does Suzanne look like Dizzy?
Exactly.
Guys, I've solved your problem. This is awesome. Of course, the client is trying to have a quiet haircut, and he wants to close his eyes and just rest for the first time today. And instead, he's got 2 rambunctious pups and 3 rambunctious women, all of whom are, yes, he's done. Is that what it was, Aunt Bunny? He did have to go. Well, thank God you knew that. See, that's why you're in charge.
Now your seat's wet.
Yes, it is. That's why you're in charge, Aunt Bunny. Because you know. Come here,
I was
baby.
so smart to wear white.
I say, aren't you going to pick him up?
Oh, here you go. There you go. There you go.
Good.
Okay, we're going to do this. This is live. That's why we're having so much fun, because you just always have more fun when it's live. And you know what else they say about it being live? You never want to follow children or animals.
Right.
Because it's terrible. Oh, hello. Hello, Bentley. How are you? There's another man. Look. We got all
Bentley
kinds
likes
of people
men,
coming
too.
to get their hair cut today. This Bentley likes men. Oh, this is a very good thing. He comes and he goes. He's not staying with you, Bentley. I'm so sorry to say. He's pretty darn cute.
He is
Tell you
cute.
what. So tell me a little bit about the Bark in the Park. And I know you guys have brought some baskets.
Oh. Was that Dizzy?
Yes.
Dizzy was doing it?
Yes. You are
Interesting.
so, she says, I am defending my mother. Although Mindy's not her mother, she probably thinks she is at the moment. Bentley, don't be afraid. That's how women always are going to treat you. We're mean. We're mean at heart.
Let me put her in the box, and then I will grab the bowls.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good idea. Don't go too far, though, Dizzy.
Oh, well, your Mike.
Okay.
Mike, don't pull the.
She's doing so well. Look at her. She's an old pro. You guys have been on so many different TV shows. It's not even funny.
Oops.
So you know exactly what you're doing. So Bark in the Park is this wonderful event. Hi, come on in. You're going to get a haircut?
Yeah.
I love this. I love how active and busy you guys are. Geez, Louise, Jeff, is this a typical? You said Wednesdays are slow.
I know. Usually they
This
are.
is not.
You had our slow moment before you got here.
See, that's what you get when you invite us in to do Take It From Tara live with animals, nonetheless. He's like, this is the last time. You can give the puppy a cut, too. Okay, go ahead.
So it's
Bark in the
September
Park.
22nd. The run starts at 8 a.m. And it is 5K.
Yeah.
We also have from 9 until about 1-ish, I guess. We are having, we have our vendors, about 50 vendors that people can walk around and see. We also have our little contests for the animals, for anybody that brings their animal out, the costume contest, look-alike contest, kissing contest. But the really cool thing this year that we've got, and I'm kind of excited about, is, and I'm going to let Mindy talk about because she's the one that hooked us up. I sent her pictures and she managed to hook us up. So
The lure coursing.
The lure coursing.
Yes.
Is that the thing with the rabbit? Oh my God, I saw that up at another event and it was hilarious.
Yes.
So it's a piece of cloth tied to something that races around like a rabbit. And it can reverse itself and it goes forward and backwards. And then the guys who are operating it are really smart because they get their attention. Like I bet Bentley would do a great job. They get their attention and then they start running the dog. And then the dog chases it and then they zip it back the other way.
They explained it to me that it can go up to 35 miles an hour. And the person operating the rabbit, as you call it, can reverse it and switch it and do different things with it to keep the dog's attention. So the dog just keeps running and running and running and will be exhausted when he gets home and ready for a nap.
So anybody that's needing to exercise their dog that day, they can save the walk and come on out to ours.
I love that. That's fantastic. And I think the best part that's going to happen is that we're going to be seeing a bunch of people who decide that they need to have their own lure course, and they're going to invest in this piece of equipment, and then they're going to set it up in their yard, and they're going to have their own dogs chasing around.
It's Lucky Dog Lure Coursing, and they actually do sell the equipment. So if anybody wants to, purchase it, they can go on to their website and purchase the equipment.
And then, what was the lady and her two dogs that's performing?
Lily and Daisy are going to perform for us. Dizzy.
Put the bowls down and get her back up.
Well, let's show that real quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had a gentleman that actually homemade these for us. His name is Marvin Ewing. And thank you. He has donated them to raise funds for us. And they will be auctioned off at the silent auction at Bark in the Park.
That's amazing.
And you would fit in that bowl too.
Would he sit in it?
Probably not.
Hi, Dizzy. She says
You are
I'm
so
coming back
mean
up
today.
again. I'm so little.
It's okay.
Too funny. Hi,
I think
Bentley.
we are not that fond of
Okay.
Dizzy. It's
I think
amazing.
That you are going to come right over here to Aunt Tara.
There you go.
There we go. You stand right up right there. Perfect.
So,
It says, okay, well, this is good.
you have your mic?
Unfortunately, You're going to have to take him back because I think I just unplugged myself.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did. Yep, I sure did. There we go. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let you talk about Bark in the Park, and I'm going to hook up another mic
Okay.
because then I don't have to fight with it.
It's okay. Yes. Okay. So anyway, who is performing?
Lizzie and Daisy are performing. It's a beagle and a golden retriever that do all kinds of just absolutely fabulous tricks. They do a lot of things with the household, but she has tricks that they can do out in the field. What is that? No, it's a paper towel. Hold still. And we also have the canine LMPD police coming to hopefully do a demonstration as well.
So yeah, we have some really neat, cool new things this year, which I'm glad since it's our 15th. And then of course we have, you saw the bowls that were handmade. We have going to have like 30 to 40 silent auction.
I think we're running right
items.
now at 36
Yeah.
silent auction baskets.
Yes.
And they are big
and
full.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
So they're
Really nice stuff. Really nice stuff.
baby.
So sorry. Anyway, so it should be fun, fun-filled day. Of course, we always have our pizza and our hot dogs, and that helps raise money too, which is helpful. We're praying that we have no rain, which we've been fortunate. We've mostly
had great times.
Yes, yes.
We have had such great years, it's not even funny.
I know, we've been blessed.
Cassie
I'm telling
Simon
you.
says, "Hi, Bunny. Hi, Tara."
Oh,
Cassie's
hey, Cassie.
from Washington, D.C. now.
Yeah.
She and her husband, Bob Simon, who's a wonderful meteorologist living in D.C. And let's take just a second to say hi to all the people who have tuned in. Tracy Sprouse is with us. Linda Knox, thank you. Melanie Clark and Kevin Bach and Barb Bohr and Mickey Price. Sherry Davis, Joy Estes, our friend with the great pier, who came to see me in the hospital.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was so sweet because she said, "I think that if I could get your dogs up to the hospital, I would, but they're pretty big." I said, "Well, I still accept visits from therapy animals." Next thing I know, I hear this great big padding of feet down the hospital hallway, and it's Molly. And I burst into tears. And so Molly was just so cute. And I was on the oncology floor in an overflow bed. I was so lucky. I had the best nursing staff in the world. And the next thing I know, she's going around visiting all the rest of the patients. And the nursing staff is all coming in. And it was a party in 563. So thank you, Joy. Highland Healing, Melanie Armstrong, Lila, Bumsy is watching, Joanne Dale, Terry Howard. Hi, Sharon Brown. How are you today? Hi, Pei Ping and Dawn Birch and Karen Crompton and Carrie Kirby and
She's
Karen Crompton
determined to
and
come to
Cassie
you.
Simon. I love this.
Well, Cassie, I went to high school with.
You didn't.
Yes.
You did not. You
Yes.
are too young.
Oh, God bless
You are too young. You guys are too young. So I love how she's sitting up watching her new daddy. I can tell. I can tell he's already in love with her.
You don't live in an apartment, do you?
Well,
Tell us,
Darn.
It's a first floor apartment? How perfect is that? Do you have a yard?
I don't know.
Do you like to walk and run?
I usually just pick things up and set them down.
Okay, there you go. So that works. Like a 9-ounce curl, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I know.
So that's how he exercises. He does 9-ounce curls. So the big
trust
event,
her.
as a matter of fact, the big event with Bark in the Park is really fun because there are literally thousands of people. who
Oh,
come.
yeah.
And they get into the whole excitement of doing the walk, and then they stay for the entire event. And they're participants in every kind of see ya, in every type of activity that you could imagine. And the vendors are really a big part of it because when you have a vendor who's able to talk to you about things like the vets, and you come up with your dog and you say,
Microchipping.
you know, Bentley is very needy, and what do I do about that? And then the vet will talk to you about all the potential reasons for why your dog might be needy.
I think he just wanted to.
I think he just wanted to get down, and I think he wants to play and just be loosey-goosey and have fun, and that's what he shall do. Because if that's, he really wants to be with Derrick.
Yes.
That's the thing. He just,
I wonder if Derrick wants to
you
walk
wanna
him
come-
while he's out there.
hey Derrick, have that cigarette and walk the dog all at the same time. He's a multi-purpose barber. Let me just tell you. Whoa, baby. You are a little monkey. Look at you.
He is.
How old is Bentley?
Two-ish. Okay.
2.5-ish.
2.5.
Oh my God, I just love him. So tell me about some of the people who help you put Bark in the Park together. And if someone wanted to volunteer, would it still be possible to?
Yes.
Yes?
We love
Because it's in
volunteers.
September, so you got July, August. We got about 2 months. God, I can't believe that it's only 2 months till
I know.
September.
But luckily, most everything is kind of nailed down. I think there's a few things that we haven't nailed down yet, but we can always use volunteers.
Excellent.
Because in the morning, we start at 6 a.m. setting everything up. And we go until, 1:30ish, and then we start setting everything, or tearing everything down. And I mean, we literally don't get back to the shelter, till about 4ish.
Wow, that's a long
3:34,
day.
yeah.
Long day.
And
you
then
guys do.
load it all back in. And well, it used to be later. When we had it till 3.
Oh, it's awful.
I mean, it was like 6:30 before we even were able to go sit somewhere and have dinner if we even felt like eating.
Well, and we've had some beautiful days of sunshine, and there have actually been some days that were very hot. And then there have been some that have been, chilly, below average. So just as you get with the Derby, every year it's a little bit different.
I'd rather have it cooler though, because hot people, you can only tolerate so much of
So
that.
can the dogs.
Right. And well, luckily we have pools and we have water and, that kind of thing. We can hose them if we have to, because we do have hoses out there. And usually people kind of come, I think, and then leave, and then come and leave. I think they kind of do that depending on what they want to do.
Yes.
Everybody loves the Halloween costume contest.
Oh my God, we have had the most hilarious costumes. And, they go to such extremes.
Yes.
And they will pick a theme and then create the costume around the theme. So if they're crazy Star Wars fans, they're going to make up, I'm sure Solo is going to be prominent in this year's costume contest.
You know what, the one I really love, though, that I still remember is the little boy that dressed up as Peter Pan, and he had this 13-year-old poodle that was blind.
Oh.
And so, he had to carry her everywhere, and he dressed her up as Tinkerbell because she was only, 6 or 7 pounds
tiny
or something. And I think he won something that year. I'm pretty sure he did because it was just so cute.
So imaginative. So the volunteering aspect of it, when you want to have somebody come in and do something, what are we going to be expecting to do as a volunteer for Bark in the Park?
Well, there's different shifts. So in the morning, we need people to help set up and drag everything around. So if you're a guy with muscle, we want you right away. We would love to have them either in the morning or in the afternoon when we tear down, because, the bulk of the people that work at the shelter are female. And we're old. So we're looking for young and muscular. And
I see two right behind us.
I'm hinting right now.
You think
Also
we
need
could get them?
volunteers for the children's area.
Oh,
to
yes, we do
help
need.
play the games with the children. And
Yeah,
the
that'd be
bouncy. We got
fantastic.
bluegrass bouncers coming. So the kids have a bouncing machine to jump around
And they have
in.
different games that they can play, and they win little prizes. Everybody gets a little prize, so it's not like they don't go home with something.
That's awesome.
And then we have the Coke trailer. Well, we don't have a Coke trailer anymore, but we do have the area for the food and the drinks and stuff like that. Somebody there. We have Starbucks usually donates. And then we have the main table, and then we have the runners in the morning at 7 a.m. There's people registering, all the walkers and runners.
So you need volunteers to help any people that haven't registered. You need volunteers to run the children's booth. You need volunteers to be judges for the contest. Need volunteers to run the food booths. So, any kind of volunteers.
Anybody
young
who
or
can do
old.
anything that would be
And it
helpful.
doesn't take lots of talent.
No, it
just
doesn't.
takes, willingness.
And brute strength.
Well, for the lifting and the hauling, yes. But, otherwise it just takes willingness to want to help an organization and, doesn't mind the heat somewhat just in case.
Yeah. Well,
and if
that's
it's cool, bring a sweater.
Well, I've met some pretty spectacular people at Bark in the Park, one of whom I'm just going to point out because it was the first place I met her, and we've maintained a friendship and a relationship with dogs ever since, and that's Courtney Bennett of Heartsease Hospice
Oh, yes.
Care. She's a wonderful hospice veterinarian. She's helped so many people whom I know to help their dogs across, make the transition. And that is a tough job, but she does it so well. And she is one of the many vendors. There are people there with electric fence companies, so you can learn what it is like to have your dog in a contained area, but still be able to be free. Microchipping is huge. There are a number of vets always on hand.
And nonprofits, not just us. I mean, we actually don't charge any of the rescues. So anybody that wants to fill out the paperwork and come, there's no fee for them. So they can come out and sell the wares to help make some money for their nonprofit.
Very nice.
So yeah,
we like that.
I know.
Thank you so much to Diane Atherton and Lynn Green, Reggie Garcia. Hey Reggie, hope your race went well. I've got a guy who's a duo athlete and he's just amazing.
Oh.
And Austin Lay from Salt Lake City, Utah. Wow. You never saw Props when you were here. Austin was a Mormon missionary.
Oh.
And he and his missionary partner, Peter Mosman, used to come to my house and we would barbecue.
Oh.
And we became fast friends, and we still are, which I love. And so we have this long distance Facebook connection, which is great. And they have continued to grow and develop, and Austin has a baby now, and it's just I've known them since they were 18 years old, which is just amazing. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We're talking with Bunny Zeller. Mindy, what's your last name?
Swinney.
Mindy Swinney from Animal Care Society, and we're so happy to have them with us today because we are in the rain and it's hot, so we are inside Props Barber Shop. Hi! Go to Animal Care Society if you want to adopt Dizzy. It's like, okay. They think I'm crazy. But
That's all right.
that's true.
Best people are.
That's true. Oh my gosh. So anyway, we're inside Props Barber Shop, which is this adorable place on Frankfurt Avenue. It's owned by Jeff, who's in the corner behind us, and Derrick is one of his employees who they just do a great job. They've already churned out 3 guys in like the last 15, 20 minutes, which has been pretty good. And for a Wednesday afternoon, I think this is pretty great because they said it was really slow before we got here. And so look, you put some dogs down, everybody comes in. That's the way I like to look at it. So Jeff, come on over here for a second because I'm going to talk to you. I want to know a little bit. I'm going to first do this. I'm going to turn this just a little bit.
Where do you want?
I say, how about my seat?
No, don't anybody move. No, nobody's giving up seats. You just stand right here behind Bunny, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to interview you with my lav mic, okay?
Right.
So tell me how you started this little adorable barbershop on Frankfurt Avenue.
I found it through my teacher back when Frankfurt Avenue was kind of down at this end.
And we're in Clifton, by the way.
Clifton, and I just found an empty space, and it was a barbershop since the 1860s, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So do you know who the first barber was who came in here?
I have no clue.
We got to do some history work on it, Jeff.
I know Skeeter Bonds used to own it
Really?
through the 40s and 50s. So.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then me and Jim West owned it, and then a young man, Josh Miller, owned it, and then me. So.
That's amazing. So it's consistently been a barbershop for all the years.
1860s, yes.
1860s. So Jesse James could have come in here.
Very true.
Very possibly. And we're going to...
Skeeter Bonds on that picture back there?
Oh my God, isn't that awesome? I love that. That is so cute. So when I come back again,
Okay.
I'm going to expect you to know the complete history of this barbershop.
I'll do some research.
Complete with photographs. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you. And I really appreciate you guys letting us use the facility today, letting us just barge in here with dogs and people. And now Dizzy is perfectly happy. Look at her.
No.
She's just lying in Mindy's arms, just doing her own thing. And Mr. Bentley there wants to go over and see what's happening in the crate that Dizzy was in. What would he do if you put him in the crate?
I don't know. Yeah,
What would
probably
he do?
would
He would
run.
cry.
Yes,
He
I
wouldn't
think
like
he's
that
look.
very
I think
much.
he'd like to go look for some moles and rats, maybe, because he's been one busy little dog here.
You can go. You want to let him You want to come? Let him
There
come
you
to
go.
you. Oh, look at you. He wants to get up. See, he likes men. Isn't this hilarious? Let me see. I'm going to turn you around a little bit. Here
Oh,
he
that's
is. Look at that boy. Oh, he loves you.
That is so funny. He's not whining anymore.
Yeah.
You little turkey.
I have nose prints all
Oh,
over my
he's
glasses.
Well, believe me, I'm
Fascinating.
sure there's lots of dog smells here, but
Maybe that's why he doesn't
not the right ones. I don't know.
That is just hilarious. He's happy as can be now.
I know.
All right, well, while we're relaxed and don't have crying dogs in our laps,
Woo.
let's go ahead and talk about all of the things that you couldn't talk about
I
before.
tell you, I can't multitask anymore.
I want to know more about Dizzy because she is positively adorable.
And
She's
you know,
so
her
cute.
mommy is too. She's so sweet. Mommy is
I took
just
Megan, the
wonderful.
mom, to a, can I say it? Middletown, Middletown Christian Church on, what was it, last Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it
Off
was
of
kids
Hirschman.
from probably 6 to 7 to 13. They were all sitting in the floor. She would just,
Just don't let him go.
Okay, come on.
Watch your step.
Watch the leash.
yeah.
Hey, what's your telephone number, driver's license, and home address? Just in case. He's like a 300-pound, very strong guy. I don't think the little 5-pound dog's going to get away. Go ahead.
Megan just sat down on the floor with them, kind of scooted over to them,
Yeah.
and kind of just started rolling in their laps, and just couldn't get enough loving from all of them. But she was so good. Nobody was scared of her. She didn't jump. She didn't try to do anything. She will make a perfect family dog.
That's wonderful. And so will this one, obviously.
Yes.
She's got a little sweet personality,
Oh,
too.
they do. But they all, it's so funny. A lot of them were tricolored. I'm sitting here trying to think.
Yeah, 'cause
They were
she's-
black.
They were black?
Mom is white with liver.
Right.
All of her puppies were black except for 2 that were brown.
That's right.
But
That's
but
right.
you see, they got
They got brown as they got older. That's
see how
right.
they-
You're absolutely. There were 2 brown ones. We've had several litters
I was
here.
going to say, you've had more
And
dogs coming through this spring than
We
you
had
can
like
keep
a
track
whole
of.
bunch of litters at once.
we had
ended
like
up
17 puppies
at one time
Wow.
because we had surprise. We thought we were bringing dogs in to adopt, and we were bringing them in
To a maternity
to
ward.
a maternity ward. Right. I said, this isn't what we're supposed to be doing
No,
here.
no.
But-
thank God you know how to do it. You know, and I remember at some point you guys had to shut down. You closed the doors because of the canine flu.
No,
You didn't?
we have never had the flu.
I mean, that's what I meant, like to keep people out from bringing
No,
it.
no, we have not been.
Well,
We
you're
had-
lucky then.
We have not closed, but if somebody comes in and said that they've been to PetSmart and they've been to Humane Society,
Then you don't take them.
we say, we're sorry, you'll have
Yeah.
to come back tomorrow.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
but it,
well,
We,
that
we are
makes
the
sense.
only actually shelter that has not closed for the flu, and we even have bleach buckets when people walk in the door.
When they
where
walk
if
through
if
rooms.
they have said they've been somewhere else, they're not allowed to look. We have let's see. We quarantine for 14 days and then we give our first shot. If
Yeah.
they come from another shelter
Yeah.
and we don't know what they've
Yeah.
been exposed to. Then after they get the first shot, then they also get the flu shot. 2 weeks later, you give the second flu shot. Our vet told us one of our vets told us they didn't want to see the dog until 14 days after the second flu shot.
Wow.
So that is one heck of a quarantine
Yeah,
time.
that is.
And it's been really hard because when you've got to wait before you can even get them fixed, and a lot of these animals we're pulling from shelters aren't fixed,
That's
haven't
right.
had anything.
No shots, no
Nothing.
Here's Bunny at the door, Mindy. Okay, what was the last time that you were in a PetSmart or a feeder supply? Okay, what was the date? Do you have the hour of that happened? What did you last have for dinner? Was there any garlic in it? How about your shots? Have you had any allergy shots this year? Okay, you can come in.
Well, I'll
Because you're
tell
so
you,
protective.
the way you did that is exactly how a lot of people feel about us. But we've not shut down, and you
good.
can guarantee that if you get a dog out of our shelter, more than likely it's not going to have the flu. It's
Yeah.
not going to have certain things.
Yeah.
Because we're so cautious. There are some things you can't help. We've had some people get a puppy and then call us and say it had worms. Well, yes, it's a
'Cause
puppy.
puppies do.
And we've wormed it 3 times already,
yeah.
so be prepared.
Yeah.
They don't understand that some of that's just reoccurring. Puppies
Right.
get worms
right.
automatically from the mom.
Oh my God, mine were, it was awful. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it took weeks to get those dogs dewormed.
Mm-hmm.
But once they were, They were
and
fine.
then you know, here's the other thing: if you are putting them on a heartworm preventative,
Yes.
if you're doing what you should do once a month, it is deworming them also.
I did not know that. So they won't ever get them again if they
Not
continue with
to
the
say they
heartworm
won't
preventive.
ever get them, but more than likely they won't get certain worms.
Bentley the Chihuahua is pulling the great big hairdresser barber, the big barber.
I say, get
He's
the
not
term
really-
right.
You would probably you would do
Dizzy.
my hair though, wouldn't you? You would cut my hair, Derrick, wouldn't
Well,
you?
I think yeah.
See, he wants Bentley. You want to adopt him?
I'd like to have a whole other dog.
He's adorable. My God, that dog is just look at him. He's happy as a clam. How did we find this out? He just went over to him and he was like, he's
I
not
just
crying
think
anymore.
when people come in, we kind of observe. We do observe our animals. We try to get to know them so that we can actually, you know, try to get a good fit. I mean, we've been doing this for a while. We don't try to throw an animal at you. We're not selling them. We want to make sure that when you take it home, it's the right fit for you. We're not perfect by any means. I wish I could say I was psychic
But
and
you
I
do-
would know.
You do a lot more.
But we do
Yeah.
try to understand the animal, observe what it's doing. We're small, and you know, we don't have 400 animals in our shelter. And even, you know, she's the fundraising event planner, but she handles animals.
Sure,
I handle
absolutely.
animals. So it's not like I'm the, you know, director, but I never handle an animal or fool with it or clean poop or
Right.
anything.
Yeah,
You
you're out
know,
there
I'm
doing it
out
all.
there doing all of that.
Yep.
So, and that's how you get to know. And when I take animals to events like this, then I get to see how they react
Yes.
socially, which is really good because I've fallen more in love with some of the animals just from taking them places.
Exactly.
Because their personality, I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't know this. This is cool. I know, see?
He loves me. Oh my gosh, Dizzy.
She has got to run. She has
Yes,
got to be
she
able
needs
to
a
run.
yard.
She needs a yard, and
Yeah,
she needs
she
somebody
does.
who's going to be willing to walk her
And teach her
jog with
stairs.
and teach her how to go up and down stairs. For the love of
Right,
God,
she's a puppy.
I will never forget the first time that my 90-pound Lab Dane went up a stair because it was this big, you know, and it was like the most terrifying thing in the world. And his older sister Gracie, who was, you know, a Beagle Jack Russell, would stand on the stair with him, and Brady would put a little paw up and he'd try, and she would be standing there like, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it.
Aw.
It was so cute. I
Yeah.
mean, she was really encouraging, and then she'd jump up to show him how.
Right.
And finally, you know, he turned around and he went down.
Aw.
That was so smart. He was like, well, if I can't go up, then I might as well go down. But I think going down is scarier than going up,
Me
because they're like,
too.
what in the world? I don't really, maybe they don't have depth perception.
I don't know.
But now we're back at the same, we have the full circle of life, because Brady now needs a ramp to get into the back of the car because his hips are a little tired, and he needs stairs to get up to the bed, because he would never think of sleeping in a dog bed. He slept with his mommy all of his life. But the best part of it is I found a set of dog stairs that have a really wide tread.
Oh.
Because, you know, most of them are like this little. Mm-hmm. These are 9-inch treads so that a big dog can see them. Because honestly, I don't think he could see the little tiny stairs. So there he goes, you know, click, click, click. And of course, Gracie can do everything, and Wyatt can do everything, and Brady's always a little bit more hesitant. So learning those stairs has been just a tremendous benefit to him, because now he can get to where he needs to go.
You're so sweet.
You are killing me. I tell you, you're just killing me. Oh, I
My
know.
glasses.
Oh, I know. I know. I know. I know. You just cuddle into your mommy bunny. I told the guys how funny it was that there was a woman named Bunny who had the Animal Care Society, and now Bentley's over there getting his ear rubbed and not making a sound. She says, I want to go over and see Jeff. Jeff, do you want to see Dizzy?
Sure.
Come on,
Here,
Dizzy.
Dizzy. Here, Jeff.
We know how to handle this situation.
There,
let me tell you.
there's our pet
We
sitters, so we can finish
We get
up.
the barbers who are supposed to be working for a living to take care of the dogs for us so that we can go on with our interview. So you guys are located out a little bit farther past the Gene Snyder.
Yes,
On
we're
Westport
about.
Road, or-
Yes, we're right past the Ford plant,
Right.
probably a mile past the Ford plant. We're at Collins Lane in Westport Road.
Yes.
And we're on the left. We share a driveway with Rudy's Sports Bar. So you turn in like you're going to go to Rudy's for lunch and just keep going straight. and you'll run into our parking lot.
That's perfect. And you can visit how many times of the week? How many days of the week?
We are open Wednesday through Sunday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
We're closed Monday and Tuesday, of course, to work on our fundraising and to run animals to vets.
So I also need to know about the Bow Wow Boutique.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a really important part of Animal Care Society.
Oh, yes. It is, gosh, it's been going on much longer than, it was going on in the 90s when I was there in the 90s.
Wow.
So June and Jeff Lee, one of the founding members, were the ones that were doing it when I came in 95, 96 or something. And it was much smaller. They would do, they had, June made her jellies. June did these wonderful floral arrangements. You know, she's English and she just has all these talents. And she had friends that made homemade bread, and they would bring their bread.
Isn't that cute?
And then she had some people that were good at woodworking and painting. We had a lady that would paint glasses, you know, just stuff like that. And I think we did ornaments, and someone would make little ornaments, and then they could come up and get their dog's name put on it. But the baskets were much smaller. It was all kind of dog-related stuff or cat-related stuff.
And now they're like this.
And now,
Yeah.
well, and then over a course of time, we started the yard sale, and which we don't do anymore. We now have the thrift store. But at the time we started doing the yard sale, people were giving us brand new stuff, and
Isn't
we're
that
like,
nice?
yes, and we're like, I could make $5 here at the yard sale, or I can take it and make $30 with stuff added to it in a basket.
Brilliant.
So that's what we started to do. And of course I do shop right after Christmas and New Year's, a whole lot of stuff. We did go out and buy lots of stuff.
Cool.
I've got a picture I've got to show you. I don't know where my purse is.
It's over there, but you can show me after.
Okay. Oh, it's hilarious. We got we were out wine. Well, what we did is after we started growing our baskets, and then we got to where we were making maybe $10,000, and they were only making 3 to 6. And so we were able to get it up to 10, a little over $10,000.
That's so cute.
And
The Wicked basket. It's
And,
got all the stuff from the wonderful musical Wicked.
and so I said, you know, we need to look into getting a liquor license because a lot of people like to buy liquor at the holidays. So we got the liquor license, and I'm telling you, we now are at $20,000 and over $1,000 because people love, you know, getting liquor baskets. And that actually is a liquor basket we showed you. We went to the liquor store and shopped. We like to look for labels, and we found this label that was called
Witching Hour.
Witching Hour, yes.
Witching Hour. That
And
is
we thought,
so
what
cute.
could we do that, you know, would be really cute? And we got online and we found Wicked, the CD Wicked.
I love it.
And then, what else did, I'm trying to think of what else was in there.
The coasters.
Oh yeah, the coasters had the time, had different numbers in it since it said Witching Hour. And then we had seen a stuffed, believe it or not, it was stuffed legs of the Wicked Witch of the West on the Wizard of Oz.
I love that.
And it was stuffed, and we thought, how can we're not going to sew, because I don't sew. So we had a lady who does our carpentry work. She made it out of wood and painted it and did the shoes, and we stuck that in there as our sign with the witch legs and shoes.
Oh, that
so
is
now it's so
cute.
We're going to do another one because it
love
is so
it.
adorable. But
I
yeah, we
love
did
it.
that. We got some hurricane glasses and found some zombie liquor. And we went out and found on Amazon a zombie dice game.
Oh, how cute. I love that. So the themes are going to be great this year.
Oh, they're, yes, a little bit different. I mean, we always do our wine, our guys' bourbon.
We're really going to have a bigger variety this year
Yes.
because we
Cool.
started early. Normally we start after Bark in the Park.
Yes.
So it's mostly winter items. Well, now we're able to get some flower pots and garden
gardening,
stuff
yeah,
and I
and
mean all kinds of things.
bird
So we're going to have
baskets.
we're really rocking the theme basket.
Right,
That's
we found a
fantastic.
lot of pineapple stuff, and we've done several pineapple. That's the big thing apparently this year. So we've
Amazing.
got
I love it.
So we have that. It's fun.
Well, I want you to know, and I'm going to cut off here in just a minute because I have to run across the street and set up for the soft opening of the Champagnery here in Clifton, which is just literally kitty corner from Props Barber Shop. But I want to just remind you that Bark in the Park is coming up September 22nd, and between now and then, you can go to Animal Care Society and visit all of the beautiful little animals that are on staff. They're literally working hard to keep their moms busy. They're adopted moms, and then when the dog is adopted, it's adopted to some place that's fantastic and is going to care for the dog and definitely make it a part of their family. And that's what we love about you guys.
Right.
You do such a great job vetting potential owners, so I'm glad about that. And then probably the most important thing is that you can participate in the Bow Wow Boutique all year long, and that's really fun because it helps to raise money for the Animal Care Society.
Right, and you can donate. We put on our Facebook page all the time what we're looking for to help raise money. Your one $10 item can give us $40.
Oh, that's amazing.
Once we put it in a basket. So, it's really great to know that you can give a little, but you can end up raising a lot more than that by just donating certain things.
I'm taking pictures of our guys who are here at Props Barber Shop, Jeff and Derrick, and all of the wonderful care that they are giving to our two little puppy guys while we're doing all the work and actually having a lot of fun, and they're doing all the work.
And Bark in the Park is September 22nd, and I need some men.
Yes, she definitely needs some men. So Holly Shelton, Denny Humphrey, Kim Jarbo, Barbara Powers, Tom Boone, and Joe Sullivan are watching. Joe Sullivan is a meteorologist. He's the warning coordination meteorologist with the National Weather Service.
Cool.
And so he hosted us on Monday when we had a volcanologist drive down from Cincinnati to be on Take It From Tara and talk about all the active volcanoes in the world right now.
Awesome.
So that was fascinating. And Joe wants to know, how old is the pup? If you're looking at this little monkey back here who is in Jeff's arms, this is Dizzy. She's 16 weeks?
She was
4
born
months?
February 24th.
Born February 24th, so let's see, March, April, May. So on the 24th, she'll be 4 months old.
Yeah.
She is hilarious. I don't know, though. You're going to have to probably arm wrestle Jeff if you're interested. But if you would like to have the opportunity to, is Bentley available for adoption?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So Bentley is adorable, too. Let's not look,
And Dizzy's sister, Suzanne, is available.
Dizzy's sister and Bentley and Suzanne, plus a plethora of other animals.
We have a lot of puppies.
Cats, too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Kittens galore.
Oh, God, kittens, because it's kitten season, of course, we know. So get in touch with the Animal Care Society. AnimalCareSociety.org, I'm sure?
Yes.
Okay, easy. And Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And just look up Bunny in the phone book, and she'll be happy to help you with a personal tour of the Animal Care Society. But thank you guys for joining us today. Thanks so much to Props Barber Shop in Clifton, right across from Sweet Surrender Hilltop Tavern, next door to the Silver Dollar Lounge and kitty corner from the new Champagnery. I'm going to actually stop the broadcast and pick up across the street when we get to the Champagnery. You're going to love it. It's a soft opening tonight, grand opening tomorrow night. We're going to give you a preview of everything that's going to be offered in the Champagnery in the next, 15, 20 years that we're there. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you so much, Mindy. Thank you, Bentley. Thank you, little Dizzy. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Derrick. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, John Boy.
Good night, Tara.
Good night, everyone. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't y'all go away.